Let me say this one more time before we continue. So we are given the slope and we are given a point. But this point is not the nice point called the y-intercept. It is not. Because it doesn't have 0, a number. Only 0, a number is the y-intercept. Whatever the number is, but it has to have x equals 0 because it's on the vertical line, location x equals 0. But it's not the case. So I cannot use the equation, the nice equation, y equals mx plus b. But that's okay, because I have a different option. What is a different option? The different option is another equation, which is called point-slope form. Any point and the slope. And this is the equation. Y minus y1 equals the slope times x minus x1. I am given x1, which is -3. I am given y1, which is 2. And I am given the slope. Performing the algebra, I will be able to find y equals. Let's do that. Now I'm going to rewrite the whole thing. Y minus 2. In front, 1/3. In parentheses, x minus minus will be x plus 3. I still haven't solved for y. I will distribute and then add 2 to both sides. Or in other words, move -2 to the other side. So 1/3 times x, 1/3 x. 1/3 times 3/1. How much is 1/3 times 3/1? That's nice. They're multiplicative. Yes, plus 1, and then plus 2. And that's my y. Again, 1/3 times x is this, 1/3 times 3 is this, and then I brought the -2 to the other side, making it positive. So now I have the equation y equals 1/3 x plus 3. Now I can answer any question they want. Here's what they want. They say when x is 0. Well, fine. Look at the equation, 1/3 x plus 3. When x is 0, how much is y? When x is 0, y is
1.
Let's take a look. When x is 0, y is
3.
very good, awesome. When x is 0, y is 3. Perfect. Now let's plug in 3. When x is 3, how much is y? When x is 3, how much is y? Anybody, please? When x is 3, how much is y?
1/3. 1.
So when we replace 1/3 times 3 plus 3, how much do we get?
4.
Yes, indeed. We get 4. Do we all see that? Please say no if it's not clear. And finally, when x is 6, you have to multiply first by the order of operations.
Would it be 5?
Yes, because this is 2 plus 3, which is 5. Very good. Good. So we're going to enter 5. And that's it. And we move on. Okay, 20. A line contains the points. Find 3 more points that lie on the same line. Okay, fine. So we have the given point. So this is problem 20 in 4.3. 2, 4, and 4, 8. Find 3 more points that lie on the same line. Fine. Okay. So with x equals 1, 5, and 6. X equals 1, x equals 5, x equals 6. Perfect. Let's find the slope. Can anyone give us the slope of the line passing through 2, 4, and 4, 8? We're working on the slope, please.
Two.
So 8 minus 4 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. So the slope is 2. Excellent. Do I have the y-intercept? Yes or no? If you say yes, then I'm going to use y equals mx plus b.
No.
Of course I do not. So I have to use y minus y1 equals the slope times x minus x1. It doesn't matter which point we use. Choose any of the two. Why? Because you use both to determine the slope. Choose any point and plug it in. So the slope is 2. Which point would you like to plug in? Which point would you like to plug in? 2, 4 or 4, 8? It does not matter.
8 and 4?
8 and 4. You mean 4 and 8. 4
Yeah.
and 8. Excellent. Perfect. Y minus 8 equals 2, x minus 4. Nice and easy. I have to distribute. So I have 2x minus 8, but plus 8. Nice. So the equation is y equals 2x. I determined the equation. And now I can plug in 1. When I plug in 1, when x equals 1, how much is y? When x equals 5, how much is y? And when x equals 6, how much is y? So we can enter them. When x is 1, what do we get? Anybody with us, please?
3.
When x is 1, y is?
2.
Very good. When x is 5, y is?
10.
Good. When x is 6, y is?
12.
That's it. Perfect. 2, 10, and 12. So let's enter them. So here we have 2. Here we have 10. And here we have 12. And we check and we move on. Good. Draw a graph of the line that contains a given point and a given slope. So I have a point 0, 4. This is a nice point. What point is that? 0, 4.
Y-axis.
So the y-intercept, 0, 4, very good. Y-intercept. And the slope is -4. So here's what I'm going to do. I was just curious to see how many are, okay, till 33. Perfect, good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to plot 0, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Please remember, if you graph something like this, it will be incorrect because the slope is negative. So you have to make sure that you are going to graph something like this. So the slope is -4 over 1, meaning the run is 1, the rise is 4, but make sure that it will have a negative slope. So we're going to go down 4 and right 1. Down 4 and right 1 will give us this point. And we connect and extend the line. Okay? Make sure that the line has a negative slope. Good. So with the graphing feature, Okay, you have 0, 4, and then this point. You save, you check, and you move on. Graph the line containing this point, 4, 5, with a slope 0. So 4, 5, 4, 5 is this point with a slope 0. The line passing through this point with a slope 0. How will you graph that? The line passing through 4, 5 with a slope 0. What type of line is that?
Horizontal?
Yes, it's the horizontal line. And just go left or right, save, check, move on. Graph the line containing this point and having a slope that is undefined. So 7, 7, 7, 7. But now I have to graph a line that has a slope that does not exist.
7, -7?
A line,
Well, that is a vertical line. 7,
vertical
-7.
line, vertical line, indeed. Save, check, move on. Draw the graphs of two lines with the given properties on the same coordinate system. Both lines have a slope of 4/5. One passes through the point this, and the other one passes through the point this. Okay, perfect. Let's write this down. So this is 24 in 4.3. So we have, both have the same slope. And one of them goes through the point -3, -2, and the other one through the point 2, 3. Okay? Let me explain something very interesting and very important. Two lines are parallel lines have the same slope. Please remember, m sub 1 and m sub 2, they are the same. So if they're asking us to graph two lines that pass to different points but have the same slope, the lines, make sure that they are parallel. These are not parallel lines. These are parallel lines. They never meet. Okay, so now we're going to plot 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the point. That's not what I meant. Sorry. -3, -2. I want to apply the points first. So -3 and -2. Here it is. And the other point is 2, 3. 2, 3. Here it is. They have the same slope. So we have a point, and from here I have to go up 4 to the right 5. 2, 3, 4, up 4 to the right 5. 3, 4, 5. So here is the line, I'm going to call it L1, passing through -3, -2. Now the other line has to be parallel to this one. Good. So I have 2, 3. I have to go up 4, 5 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have to be parallel because they have the same slope. So this is line L2 passing through 2, 3. Okay, so let's use the graphing tool. Good. I don't know how they are going to let us graph two lines, but we'll see. Negative 3, negative 2. Negative 3, negative 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then up 4. 2, 4. 2, 4, 5. Okay. One more time. Up 4. Do I have up 4? Yes. Do I have right 5? 2, 4, 5. I do. Okay. Now I guess, okay. It stays there. I see. Then we, so that was my negative 3, negative 2. Correct. Now I want 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3. And then I would have to go up 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Save, check, move on. 2 lines are parallel if they have the same slope, and vice versa. If they have the same slope, they must be parallel. Both lines, one passing through this and the other one passing through that. Okay, the same problem. Carpenter who has installing a new roof on a garage noticed that for every 3-foot horizontal run, the roof was elevated 8 inches. So 3 to the right, 8 up. What is the pitch of the roof? 3 to the right, 8 up. How do I write that? What is the pitch of the roof?
8 over 3.
8 over 3. It's the slope, which is 8 over 3. Very good. 27. Take a bicycle trip. Vertical rise of 117 for every 900. What is the grade of the road? Vertical rise. So the rise 117 for every 900. Horizontal change. What is the slope or the grade? Going up 117 for every 900 run. Anyone?
$13 over 100.
So it's 117 divided by 900. And if they want it in percent, okay, very good. Then we're gonna divide 117 by 900. Because I think they wanted, good. So it's 13%. The grade of the road is 30. Simplify your answer. 13. Check and move on. Okay. A mountain rises. This is the elevation and this is the distance. Again, the same thing. You will divide 4,088 by this and change it into a percent. What is the slope of the roof? Okay, so you have the rise of 10 and the run of half of this. So the run is 35 and the rise is 10. Type an integer or a simplified fraction. So 10 over 35. So it's going to be simplified. So there will be the slope 10 over 35. And you simplify by 2, I'm sorry, by 5, and you get 2 over 7. And you enter that, and that's it. Fraction 2 over 7. Check and move on. Good. A ladder leaning against the wall. Okay, so rise over run. So they're telling us how many feet in the horizontal direction. So we know that the slope is 7. But we also know that 7 equals 35, rise over something. So how much is x?
35 divided by 7.
Exactly. So that is 5, indeed. Good. Okay, let's see. Find x so that the pitch of the roof is 1/5. Okay, so the slope is 1/5, and we know that that is rise over run. So they are telling us that 1/5 equals x over, and I think it was 30, yes, 1/30. Remember, this is very important because we discussed this. This is a very important situation. How do we call this, and what are we allowed to do?